Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a brilliant chess battle packed with tactics, strategy, and surprises. Let's dive right in. Eugenio Torre opens with d4. The Filipino legend claims the heart of the board, planting his flag in the center to start a classical duel. Wesley So replies nf6, cool and calculated. The young grandmaster develops his knight, challenging the central control with quiet menace. Torre plays nf3, steady and disciplined, reinforcing the d4 pawn and preparing for a flexible build-up. Wesley fianchettos with g6, a signal that the dragon's breath might soon fill the board, setting up his dark-squared bishop, Pechsterobundan. Torre answers with c3, calm before the storm, preparing to build a solid pawn wall and restrict Wesley's hypermodern structure. Wesley develops bj7. The bishop now watches the center like a sniper through shadows, ready to strike diagonally. Torre plays bg5, a daring pin, putting pressure on Wesley's knight, testing his early coordination. Pinmorning onvechtanissuist is inertia pesi coordination. Wesley castles short, safety first, bringing the king to shelter and connecting his rooks for the coming skirmish. Torre continues with nbd2, quiet reinforcement, gathering his forces before the first blows of battle. Wesley pushes d5. The clash begins. The central tension rises as both sides fight for control. Torre counters with e3, a measured move, locking the center while keeping lines ready to open when the time is right. Wesley strikes with b6, expanding on the queen side. His pawns begin to breathe, preparing for counterplay. Torre mirrors with b4. The veteran throws a challenge, expanding his own flank and daring Wesley to react. Wesley hits back with c5. No hesitation. The board shakes as black pawns hammer the center. Torre captures bx6-5, bold and straightforward, cracking open lines to reveal the hidden plans beneath. Wesley recaptures bxf5, smooth as silk, restoring balance and keeping the initiative alive. Torre brings out the queen with q4, aiming directly at the queenside, eyes glinting with tactical possibilities. Wesley develops bf5, bishop out with confidence, aiming at c2 and steadying the black army. Torre responds with b2, calmly preparing to castle and stabilize under the brewing pressure. Wesley connects the knights with nbd7, a solid link, tightening coordination as his position breathes power. Torre castles, his king finds sanctuary. The storm can now rage freely on the board. Wesley plays q6, a double-edged glance at b2 and c5. The queen enters the fray like a poised assassin. Torre slides the queen back to c3, retreating. But with purpose, the queen eyes both sides of the field. Wesley brings rabait, doubling the guns on the queen's side. The pressure on Torre's defenses intensifies. Torre answers with bf4. A move of defiance, setting his bishop as a guard over key central squares. Wesley lifts qb2, a chilling signal. The queen stalks deep into enemy territory, ready for chaos. Torre plays k5, striking back with precision, setting traps among the pawns. Wesley fires f5. The center explodes. The tension peaks as black challenges the heart of white's formation. Torre sacrifices. With nc5, the veteran bites into the fire, trading material for dynamic possibilities. Wesley captures with qxd2, sharp and fearless, ripping open lines as the board smolders. Torre trades with nxd7, simplifying the storm, hoping to calm the battlefield. Wesley recaptures in xd7, his pieces remain active, their eyes still glowing with intent. Torre chooses bx bite, a trade of steel, penuin, and removing a powerful knight from the field. Wesley replies nix bite, keeping material balance and opening space for future coordination. Torre steps bf3, centralizing his bishop, pointing toward both flanks like a general giving orders. Wesley thrusts cx4, cutting deep into the position, carving out white's structure without mercy. Torre responds x2, restoring the shape but leaving scars across the pawn chain. Wesley counters bxd4, and just like that, black's bishop storms into enemy ground with royal authority. Torre rallies with radon. The rook joins the battlefield, ready to face down black's advance. Wesley slices qxc3, another pawn falls. The black queen plunders relentlessly. Torre trades queens with qxc3, seeking relief from the pressure and clarity in the smoke. Wesley recaptures bxc3, now black's bishop reigns supreme, controlling the open diagonal with dominance. Torre fires back with bx5, eliminating the central spearhead, showing he's not backing down. Wesley coolly plays n7, reconfiguring his defenses. The knights realign for another strike. Torre plants Raccoon, activating his rook, preparing for counterblows down the c-file, with c-file. Wesley answers, Bafif, pinning the rook's ambitions, forcing Torre to tread carefully. Torre shifts ff-don, doubling rooks, preparing a siege on the open files. Wesley thrusts n5. The knight stands tall in the center like a black tower of steel. Torre lifts h3, a subtle yet human move, giving his king breathing space before the storm returns. Wesley replies nd3. The knight infiltrates deep, a dagger thrust into white's heart. Torres outshakes, energetic and hopeful, is stimuin, atmedes, adventuronesin. Hunting counterplay through the open ranks. Wesley mirrors nb4. His knight leaps to harass, threatening at every angle. Torre doubles down with Orcon, defending and pressuring at once. His pieces cling to life. Wesley hits nd3, repeating, tightening the noose with every beat. Torre swings her cheeks again, desperate to breathe, clinging to coordination as the board trembles. Wesley's nf4, a flash of precision. The knight cuts through the air. Fangspad. Torre brings bc4, trying to hold the fragile fortress together. Wesley plays bb6, calm and cold, setting up final positional domination. Torres Rione. The last rook aligns for a counterstrike, hoping for a miracle. Wesley answers n6, reinforcing his structure and cutting all escape squares. Torre pushes a6, daring. But too late, the trap is tightening. Wesley responds r8, steady. Ready to roll down the open file. Torre shifts bb3, reorganizing defenses around his vulnerable king. Wesley plays nd4. The knight plants itself deep like a blade in white's position. Torres bafur, eyeing counter chances. Though the light is fading. Wesley answers b6, preparing for the final phase. His coordination, perfect. Torre pushes a3, a small whisper of hope. But the battlefield is lost. Wesley calmly plays bc5. Black's bishops dominate the board, cutting white's army apart. Torre moves r6, a final attempt to stir the skies. Searching for counterplay. Wesley answers bb6, precision embodied. His pieces closing ranks for the kill. Torre switches b-done, repositioning in desperation, trying to hold the crumbling wall. Wesley drives bc4, unrelenting pressure. No mercy in sight. Torres rafur, one last maneuver. Grasping for life, goal. Wesley answers bb5, the final cut. Wesley So seals victory with surgical control. Torre shifts rb4. He's fighting on fumes now, clinging to fragments of defense in a hopeless landscape. Wesley calmly slides b5. The last strike lands like a blade. Torre's fortress collapses, and the veteran resigns as Wesley So claims a flawless, cold-blooded victory. That's it for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss the next one. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.